What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Avengers Assemble Alpha. The events of this comic are taking place after Avengers 62 and Avengers Forever number 11. And while we haven't really been covering much of the Avengers that is currently ongoing on this channel, this multiversal event is one that we cannot pass up on. What we have seen is the multiversal Masters of Evil, a group of villains from their respective worlds, some of the deadliest their worlds have ever seen, making their way across the multiverse. They are conquering countless universes. That is where Avenger Prime steps into play. He has been recruiting Avengers from across the multiverse, gathering them at Avengers Tower in the God Quarry. He is preparing for the battle ahead. Meanwhile, we are seeing Mephisto, who has been bothering Earth 616, traveling through time in an effort to unravel all of their history. Now we are seeing the heroes of 616 make their way to the prehistoric era. They are headed back in time, trying to protect the first Avengers. After Starbrand using the immense amount of her power, accelerating her age, now elderly, she was finally able to send herself and the team to the needed prehistoric era. A story by Jason Aaron, having Brian Hitch, Andrew Curry, and Alex Sinclair all attached to it. This looks to be a very promising event. Now, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so as we dive into this issue, we have Avenger Prime, who is finally leaving the Watchtower. After eons of being in the Avengers Tower, he is finally making moves, and he is headed to the distant past of Earth 616. Upon his arrival, this is when he runs into the one and only Mephisto, with Avenger Prime letting him know that he is here to watch him be bested. Avenger Prime has come to watch him lose. Of course, he finds this laughable. After everything that they have done, after everything that they have conquered to this point, we have Avenger Prime who says, "Avengers Assemble." And that is where we see, not too far off, the heroes of the current Earth 616. The Avengers are here. From Namor to Echo, from Thor to Captain Marvel, our heroes are on scene, and they find themselves face to face with the prehistoric Avengers, having individuals like Agamotto, Odin, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Iron Fist, and of course Starbrand. As these two Avenger teams come face to face, Agamotto lets them know that I hope you came prepared for the fight of your lives, while Iron Man comes out front and tries to let them know that they are not here to fight them, but they already know why. They know the murderers who travel between universes. They are ravaging Earth, what is known as the multiversal Masters of Evil. They are well aware of what they are supposed to be guarding here. They are the first of what is to come for 616. As Agamotto tries to let him know that he fears they may already be here, this is when we see him covered in flame, screaming in agonizing pain. Iron Man already knows that this is the multiversal Masters, that they are here and everybody needs to prepare. But that is when Odin looks over and he sees that they have a phoenix. They believe that this is Echo's doing, with Iron Man trying to calm everybody down, trying to bring this down just a little bit before it goes too far. That is when our prehistoric Starbrand grabs hold of Iron Man and thrashes him into the ground. Captain America going flying. We are seeing the prehistoric Starbrand lay down the hate, with Thor and Captain Marvel grabbing hold of him, trying to grab control as they try to hold down the caveman version of the Hulk that is also a Starbrand. There is a giant explosion, with Odin going after the Phoenix, Jane Foster going after Odin. This is an all-out brawl. Captain America off to the side, just trying to get everybody to calm down. down, trying to let them know that they are here to help. That is when Ghost Rider steps into play, as Ghost Rider takes on Namor, with Agamotto trying to convey some kind of words. With the immense amount of pain that he is in, he is trying to let them know that they are under attack, but it is not by the Avengers. Not too far up on the cliffside, we can see a battle going on. This is Mephisto versus Avenger Prime, and while Avenger Prime is easily holding his own, what he did not anticipate was all the other Mephistos. Dozens of them begin to pile on top of Avenger Prime, all of their knives out, all of them trying to take his life. While he struggles to stay afoot, Captain Marvel decides that she is going to stop holding back, hitting Starbrand through a mountain and into another. We have the prehistoric Starbrand, who is lifting up a mountain-sized boulder, with Thor breaking it apart, using his lightning and smiting down Starbrand. It doesn't take long for Starbrand to get back up and go directly for them. With being done and tired of everything going on, he throws Mjolnir, hoping that will bring the end to this. At the same time, we see Odin throw his Mjolnir as well, with it careening through the battlefield. That is when Jane Foster tries to grab hold of it, Mjolnir finding itself in a state of confusion, with everybody just beating the crap out of one another. That is when Agamotto stands up, telling everybody to listen to the words of the Sorcerer Supreme, that they all need to stand down. But before everybody stands down, we see Namor take the giant mammoth that is the ride of Ghost Rider, and he throws it on top of him. Captain America able to stop him before he does any more damage. Odin and Jane Foster still fighting over control of Mjolnir, while we have Thor's Mjolnir making its way through the battlefield. The two Mjolnirs clashing together. There is an energy explosion that can be seen from freaking space. This knocks everybody down on their butts. The Sorcerer Supreme, the only one left standing. This is when he shows his face. That is when we have the arrival of Doom Supreme. As their two powers clash together, Doom Supreme says that he has flayed and killed more Sorcerer Supremes than Agamotto could ever imagine, doing this across countless worlds. He goes on to say that if it's a Sorcerer Supreme that is Doctor Strange, his favorite thing to do is to take their hands. If it's a Clea Strange, he wants to take her heart. But for Agamotto, he specifically loves to take their eyes. This is when we see the eyes plucked out of our Sorcerer Supreme. With him out of the fight, that is where we have Starbrand stepping up, holding the limp body of Captain Marvel. Our Doom Supreme is not afraid, telling Starbrand that he has faced countless of his kind throughout the multiverse. He is going to test and see if this Starbrand can do what the others have not been able to, even with all the powers of the stars. Deep down inside, Starbrand is nothing more than a man, burdening himself with a man's sentiments, all the memories, the pains of loss, a weak man's rage. That is why he fails against Doom Supreme, with Starbrand grabbing hold of him and letting him know that this is why he smashes, with Doom Supreme letting him know that nobody smashes a Doom. As all the Avengers are starting to get to their feet, what we have is the Starbrand has been curled up into a giant red ball, with Doom Supreme going on his speech about how this world is about to be conquered. We see his companions: King Killmonger, Ghost Goblin, the Black Skull, Dark Phoenix, Young Thanos, and the Berserker. Up on the ridgeline, this is where we have Mephisto, who is watching everything go down. This is the battle for the dawn, saying that 616, it must fall. It is the final piece, with Avenger Prime on the ground, having multiple knives sticking out of his back. He tells Avenger Prime that he should have thought twice about coming here. He should have never left the watchtower at Infinity's End, because this has never just been about Earths. The Earths are the fruit that they feed off of, but why should they settle for fruit when there is so much more at play? They want the very dirt from which the orchard grows. That is what takes us to the watchtower. With Avenger Prime not being there, they think that this is a prime opportunity to take it for their own. Inside of the tower, this is where we have the multiversal Avengers, with Captain Carter wondering, where is Avenger Prime? With all the devils now at their doorstep, the man that is supposed to be holding it off is not here, but they do have something that is very powerful, something that they say is more powerful than the Avenger Prime, the most powerful Avenger alive in any universe. That is where we have the arrival of All Rider. Robbie Reyes has shown up on site. He is driving through all the devils with Ant-Man in his passenger seat. Ant-Man is letting him know that it is time to do the thing. It is time to flame on. But as he tries to do so, he lets Ant-Man know that he can't. He tries to become the omniversal spirit of vengeance, but with only a flicker of flame, he lets it be known that he cannot become the Ghost Rider. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, like I said, we don't really cover Avengers much on this channel. I'm not a huge Avengers fan, at least when it comes to the current comic book line. But there's no way we're passing up on a multiversal battle of this magnitude. I am a little bit concerned with having so many heavy hitters that some are either going to be depowered or they're not really going to be focused on. I'm hoping that everybody gets the opportunity to truly shine, even though we have such a huge star-studded cast. So far, what we are seeing is that our prehistoric Avengers and our current day Avengers, they are off to a very bad start. Clashing together, this throws them off. And when the multiversal masters arrive, they are easily thrown to the side. But this battle is far from over. This is just the beginning. While Doom Supreme definitely got the first hit in, while Mephisto is playing in the shadows, making his play for Avengers Tower. These two groups are gonna have to work together if they plan on defeating Doom Supreme and his marauding band of multiversal masters of evil. The ones that have come to erase all of Marvel history as we know it. But just on the horizon, we have the all Steve Rogers Howling Commandos, the interstellar air force that is the Carol Corps, the Star Panther, the God of Fists, the invincible Ant-Man, Tony Stark, all together. They create the greatest army of Avengers ever assembled. But will this be enough to defend Avengers Tower at Infinity's End? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. Now, while we haven't been covering a crap ton of Avengers stuff, you can check down in the description and see all of the stuff that we have been covering. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only are you getting tons of perks in the process, but you are helping out the channel tremendously. Now, if you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.